Did you know the voice behind "I Will Always Love You" started singing in church at age 11? Whitney Houston was once America's sweetheart, a global superstar with unmatched talent. But behind the spotlight was a story of pressure, pain, and personal battles that the world didn't see. This is the untold story of Whitney Houston, from pure beginnings to a tragic end. Whitney Elizabeth Houston was born on August 9, 1963, in Newark, New Jersey. She was born into music royalty. Her mother, Cissy Houston, was a gospel legend. Her cousin, the one and only Dionne Warwick. Even Aretha Franklin was considered her honorary aunt. At just 11 years old, Whitney began singing solos at New Hope Baptist Church. Her voice, raw, powerful, heavenly. It didn't take long for people to say, "This girl was born to sing." Before music, Whitney was a model, one of the first black women to appear on the cover of 17 magazine. But it was her 1983 signing with Clive Davis at Arista Records that changed everything. Her self-titled debut album dropped in 1985, and it was explosive. "I Want to Dance with Somebody," "How Will I Know," "Saving All My Love for You," hit after hit. By her early 20s, Whitney had more #1 hits than any female debut artist in history. She wasn't just a singer, she was the voice. In 1992, Whitney starred in The Bodyguard alongside Kevin Costner. The movie grossed over $400 million worldwide, but it was the soundtrack that made history. Her version of "I Will Always Love You" became one of the best-selling singles of all time. Whitney won 6 Grammys, 2 Emmys, and over 400 awards total, making her one of the most awarded female artists ever. But behind the trophies was a life spinning out of control. In 1992, she married Bobby Brown. What started as passion soon turned into a turbulent, toxic relationship. Drugs, fights, and rehab stories filled the tabloids. Her once perfect image began to crumble. In her 2002 interview with Diane Sawyer, Whitney said one of her most iconic lines, "Crack is whack," but fans saw she was deeply struggling with addiction, fame, and identity. In 2009, Whitney released "I Look to You," a gospel-infused album about pain and resilience. She appeared on Oprah, telling the world she was ready to heal, but her voice was never the same. The years of abuse had taken a toll, physically and emotionally. Still, fans came out in droves to support her. They didn't just love her voice, they loved her story. On February 11, 2012, just hours before Clive Davis's pre-Grammy party, Whitney was found unresponsive in the bathtub. Even in death, her voice lives on. She reminds us that greatness can rise from grace and fall under pressure. But the music never dies. If Whitney's voice ever gave you chills, drop a cool in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and follow latest trends for more deep dives into the icons who shaped music history.